Welcome to Manga Experts. Today we are counting our top 10 picks for the Cultivation Manhwa. If you like our video, please leave a like and comment your suggestions below. Without any further ado, let's get started. The strongest body refiner in history. The main character is the strongest cultivator in the whole world. After 1,000 tribulations he fails and dies. He is reincarnated 2,000 years later. His sect is now in a poor state and is filled with arrogant bastards. The main character is overpowered from the first chapter, but he is mistaken by people to be weak. This is your everyday cultivation Manhua with the same arrogant people courting death and our all-knowing main character. And there are some overly sexualized and dumb girls thrown here and there. This one is only recommended for those who want a Manhua filled with cringe to the brim. Lan Qi Yuan. The main character was camping in a forest with his friends. While exploring he saw a chess game in the middle of nowhere. Due to his curiosity, he messed the pieces of chess, and then he died and got reincarnated into a martial arts world. He is inside a worn and torn abandoned building located in a forest, and his situation is also not that great. This is that type of Manhua, where MC is Loki. Everyone thinks he is overpowered, but he is not that powerful. The translation is very bad, but the story is very good. Only read it, if you can take a bad translation no jutsu head on. The Time of Rebirth. Lin Yu time traveled to Hongming continent, but he was trapped in the same day for 100,000 years. Every day after daybreak, things would return to how they were in yesterday. No matter how hard he struggled, his effort always went in vain. Luckily, his life was not wasted as he managed to learn all kinds of knowledge and got to know countless secrets of powerful sects. Gradually, he accepted his fate. However, on the last day of his 100,000-year time confinement, he snatched the fiancée of Karma Demon Emperor away. After getting himself into a big trouble, he noticed that a new day has arrived. This Manhua has one of the best art and fight scenes. The translation gets better later on, but the main flaw with this Manhua is that there are overly sexualized characters left and right. It would have been good if the author went with a bit decent approach. All female characters are super annoying. Other than that, story is a little bit unique from the regular reincarnation Manhuas. Became king after being bitten. The main character is a failed person in society. One day he dies trying to save a girl from drowning. When he woke up he was younger and the world has changed. The blood race has become the master of the world, and humans have completely accepted this life and are proud to be blood dependents, as the saying goes. Humans who have not been sucked by the blood race are not good humans. Wang Ji wanted to repair the regrets left in his previous life and make a better life. But this time he is not only reincarnated in a vampire-ruled world, but he also has some kind of strange power. At first, it looks like your average Chinese Manhua, but after a few chapters, the story progresses very well, and we can see a lot of new themes and plots which are very rare for Chinese Manhuas. The art is the same with overly sexualized characters. The translation is bad but still understandable. The characters are also decent. Ghost Queller. After killing many monsters, Zhang Kui and his apprentice Qin Shuang found a bizarre connection between these monsters and their odd setup. Finally they find out that someone is trying to set up this kind of array in the capital. The main character is very weak but smart. This is more of a parody Manhua. The characters are very funny. Whenever main character dies he can respawn. The art is not up to today's standards, but still the comedy makes up for it. The strongest protagonist of all time. Zhao Xiaoshan used to have superhuman powers back on Earth, expecting an easy life. He's suddenly killed and sent to another world, but unfortunately, the villains of the world still got their grasp on him for unknown reasons, maybe due to plot. He was continuously assassinated, kidnapped, and he was ripped of his money. And thenceforth, Zhang Xiaoshan persevered on the journey of cultivation as his latent aura begins to appear again, and war looms on the horizon. MC has a good constitution for cultivation. MC clan is full of good guys. There are no retards courting death without any reason. The main character's personality is quite good. The cultivation theme is well executed, and the world building is on point. Ha Buk Peng's youngest son. Habak Peng family's best strength, Peng Jihyuk heads to the Nako region to save his family that fell into destruction due to the attack of the demon sect, but everything was a trap. At the moment of death, he felt the wrath of being the only one left from his beloved family. Peng Jihyuk, who thought he was dead, woke up in the body of young Master Sa of the Peng family. This is a time reversal manhwa, but with a bit of a twist on it. It is actually pretty good. MC revives as the master of the same family he served in his last life. MC then starts cultivating and getting stronger, plus he has some knowledge of the future events, so he uses this knowledge to get a good start. The art is good, so is the main plotline. And every character is well balanced. The First Sword of Earth. This one is actually gold. MC is a weak cultivator in modern society. One day he is accidentally killed by random cultivator mobs. Then he is reincarnated a few years before the cultivators appeared in the world. Now he has a head start, and he quickly finds himself a master who can teach him some overpowered martial arts. So when cultivators start appearing in the world, he can have a head start. This is actually very good. The art is also nice. The cultivation part is very well executed. The story is unlike your everyday courting death traditional ones. King of Battlefield. The Demon King killed every single martial king, and the King of the Battlefield is the last one remaining. After fighting with the King of Battlefield, the Demon King loses and performs time reversal magic and gets teleported many years in the past, inside the body of the King of the Battlefield. The main character's personality is really unique, and all characters in this manhwa have very good personalities, and the way they are introduced is also brilliant. The bad guys are not just bad guys, they have a thinking process, and the fights with these bad guys are really well crafted. This manhwa is also super funny. The only little problem with this manhwa is the art. But the art never managed to hold back the awesomeness of this gem. I highly recommend giving this Muram gem a try. I am a cultivation big shot. Li Nianfen had descended into the cultivation world as a mortal. After learning that he has no hope in cultivation, he only wants to live a peaceful life. However, the dog he adopts becomes a demon king of a generation when it sees his poems and paintings. It manages to suppress an entire world. The tree he plants behind his house becomes a world tree after listening to his zither music, forming a bridge between heaven and earth. He meets a passerby who is enlightened by him and becomes an immortal sage who leads an entire generation. When he looks back, it turns out that the scholar who had been pestering him for his calligraphy and paintings despite having crappy chess skills is a chess saint from the immortal realm. The beautiful woman who comes to listen to his music every night is the #1 saintess of the immortal realm. It's a bit similar to I Am Not the Demon King's Lackey in a sense. Whenever the main character does a small thing, it becomes a big deal for others. Other people think of him as a powerful immortal, while he is a normal human. It's super funny, and the art is more on the cuter side, and all characters are also well crafted for this type of plot. Do you agree with our picks? Check out our other videos for more suggestions. And don't forget to give us a like before going. Until then, take care and we will see you in our next videos.